So welcome back to Saturday Long Play, the final episode of Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. So I'm in a weird position here where I've already filmed episode 3, but episode 3 hasn't aired yet. So I don't know how you guys want to have me handle the glyphs yet. But I did have some time and wanted to film this episode. So right now is technically, if there is 5 episodes, let's put it this way. If the previous episode was me getting glyphs, then this was filmed before that. If there isn't a previous episode, then okay, this all makes sense. But if not, this is very confusing. Yeah, because I had time to film, I wanted to get this in today. But I wasn't sure how you guys wanted me to handle the glyphs yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to beat this area and then get all the boss power-ups so I can do all the glyphs. So we'll be able to get those after this section. And so yeah, I just wanted to get this ahead, because we're actually, despite how much of an idiot I was last time, we're actually almost finished with this area. It's actually, shock, surprise, it's actually a lot easier than I made it out to be, because I don't know what my deal was last time, but I was playing it like a complete idiot. So, you know, that's always a plus. If there wasn't a previous episode, I will put a series of links at the end of this video in the description. Sorry, my phone keeps, every time I do that, it thinks I'm talking to it. I'll leave some links in the end slate of this video, so that way you guys can vote on what you want to see next, because it seems like we're still going to have some time here in the quarantine for me to have some time to do some Saturday Long Play episodes. And those will be in the end slate of this video. I haven't at this very moment decided what those will be yet, so you know, you can check those out again at the end slate of this video, or I'll put a link in the description to an unlocked Patreon poll. Because patrons, if you are a patron of the channel, you get to vote on these things as well. But as a patron, your votes actually count more than a typical viewer, obviously, because you are supporting the channel financially. So that's one of the many perks that you'll get with our Patreon. If you're interested, we're not here to beg for money or anything like that. And but if you're interested in supporting the channel in some way, that is one of the ways that you can do it. Why can't I reach this ledge? Am I just being dumb? I feel like I'm just being dumb. I am. Okay. I'll just go on a brief spiel about Patreon real quick. If you're interested, we actually changed all of our Patreon tiers, so that way anybody that's interested in joining can. We had initially had it as separate tiers and things like that for, playing with us and voting on videos and getting exclusive content and things like that, because that is actually something that we do. In a previous session of recordings, we actually had System Shock 2. Just didn't work out for a Bird and Ando playthrough because there was so many of us there. Because it's an older game, you miss a lot of the dialogue and stuff like that with it. So we ended up just doing it as a cut down. But what that means is that our patrons got the entire, 40-minute, almost an hour session of that. And they got to watch it all uncut. So anything that we do, any major cut downs that we do, patrons get to see those uncut as well. And you get the option of playing with us on certain games and streams and stuff like that, which we've done in the past with Human Fall Flat and some other stuff. Okay, why can't I reach this? Am I just being dumb? Let's find out. So, those aren't... I can't do that. Okay, so I was just not timing it right. My favorite thing, not timing a jump right. And having that be the thing that screws me up. But yeah, so moving forward... Oh, fuck. Tell me I'm not going to be able to make this now. Son of a bitch. So moving forward with Saturday Long Play, I do... Again, a lot of the... I'm not certain on the third game just yet, but the two other games that are on the poll are for sure Soul Reaver 2, if you guys want to see me continue this series, and System Shock 2, which I just talked about, for the reason that I mentioned that we didn't do the Bird and Ando playthrough. So if you're interested in seeing those, why in the fuck can I not make this jump now? Yeah, if you're interested in seeing those, let me know. I want to do this show as much as I can. I see what I think I'm doing here. I think I actually have to jump out further. No? Okay. Well, that doesn't make any fucking sense then. Let me try that. But I'm trying to do as much as I can. Oh, okay, so I'm just being a dumbass again. I'd like to do as much as I can with this show. And if you guys are interested, because I'd like to keep doing it. And I get to play a lot of games that I wouldn't normally get to play. We had actually planned on doing one of these Soul Reaver games for Bird and Ando at some point. Just didn't know when we were going to get around to that, actually. But, you know, that's more of a group. Obviously, that's more of a group Let's Play anyway. And not that I have some ridiculously vast knowledge or anything like that, but because my knowledge on this series is sort of a lot, and obviously not as much as some people, but, you know, I have been playing this series since, whatever, 99. So, you know, I've been playing it a while. I thought it was a better fit for this show. And, you know, I had so much fun playing through Blood Omen again that I thought I would come back to this as well. And I thought it would be a great fit for the show. Alright, I know there's guys somewhere. Oh, screw them. I don't care. Ignore them. But yeah, so if you want to see me continue this series and go on to Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2, I almost said Blood Omen 2. Yeah, if you want to see me continue the series, I actually just had to do a bunch of workarounds to get it working on PC, so it looks like the PC version is going to be the way to go for this one. Mostly because trying to find a working version of the PS2 version that you can emulate, just so I can make it look the best, is kind of difficult to do, apparently. The game is not... the game does not emulate well. I guess there's some sound bug issues where it can cause the game to crash, and the program that I use is PSX2, because I'm actually using PSX1, or, you know, whatever they call it, right now for this playthrough. So yeah, there are some emulation issues with Soul Reaver 2 on that emulator, and I tried to find and see if there was another emulator that might work, but it doesn't seem like... PSX seems like it's the best one, so...
My brother, Dumas, a powerful warrior in life. He would have burned with shame to have me find him here like a stuck pig.
So, for those of you who were around, you know, at this time playing games, a lot of the game stores had Soul Reaver figures in the stores, and one of them was Dumas, and he was the, you know, if they were your regular whatever 5-inch 6-inch action figure, Dumas was like a full, like sort of like the giant sized Turtles, or you know, any of you other 90s kids, like the giant sized X-Men toys or whatever. Those were around as well, but they were that foot tall size, and the Dumas figure was actually a foot tall. And I believe there was a couple of different, there was like unabyssed Raziel, abyssed Raziel, Kain, and then Dumas. And there may have been some others, but I don't remember them specifically after that.
I thank you, brother.
Your thanks are premature, Dumas. I have not forgotten whose hands bore me into the abyss.
The centuries in limbo have honed my strength. Not even Kain is my equal.
Even the strongest vampire is vulnerable.
We shall test your thesis, Raziel.
My bloodthirst has been superseded by an even darker hunger. I will consume your soul before this day is done.
Alright, so here comes the Crash Bandicoot boss fight. It's not actually, but you'll get what I mean. So essentially we're just running away from him right now. And eventually he'll swing at us and stuff and do his little ground pound move. And when he goes to do that, we're just going to avoid the shit out of him. Mostly because that happens and then he can catch up. But he's kind of far away right now. As you can see, damaging him doesn't really do anything. So we're not even going to bother. Oh, fuck. So let's just keep going. This is the wrong way. Okay, so we're going to have to kind of kite around him a little bit here. Or he might not even come this way because he's not supposed to. His pathing doesn't go this way. We'll see. We'll see where he's at here. Yeah, so this takes me right back to where I was. So we actually need to go this way, I believe. Yep. Okay, so where is he? Where is he at? Did he just fuck off? Maybe he just goes back to his... I don't know. Does he reset? I didn't think he did, but he might. Oh yeah, he does.
You are persistent, Raziel.
I did find some interesting things out about Soul Reaver 2 on the PC. That, again, I don't think it was... Not that it wasn't intended to be on the PC. That's not sort of an accurate description. But it's definitely not optimized for PC. And what I mean by that is like, if you do... like, if you go to jump in the PC version... Where is he? Did he fucking leave me again? There he is. There he is. Alright. If you go to jump in the PC version, for whatever reason, your inputs don't always work. So in my attempt to get it working, in case that was the next thing we did, I actually had to use a program called DXWND, which basically just forces... First of all, I had the same issues with Soul Reaver 2 that I did with this one, where every time it would go to a cutscene, it would go from being in beautiful HD to being in like 800 by 600, which really wasn't going to work. So I had to figure out a way to get it to record properly. So I used DXWND to basically window it, since the game is so old it can't be in windowed mode. God, it would be really nice if I could see where he was. There he is. Okay. I don't have to get so fucking close to him. There we go. So I had to basically force it into windowed mode. All right, please just don't hit me. Just don't hit me. Oh, God damn it. How do I... he did that. Oh, shit. Okay. So yeah, to force it into a windowed mode, basically, that the game will not natively do, so that we could keep it at the same frame size so the game wouldn't freak out. Okay. Now. Where is he? Where is he? Where'd he go? Oh, tell me I got the whole way here and I lost him. Oh no, he's right there. He just doesn't know what to do. Is he stuck behind that? Seriously? Okay. I was gonna say. You'd be fucking kidding me with that shit. Okay. We're far enough away from him that he shouldn't be able to hit us. Fuck. I walked right into him. Alright, I think we got him. Just pull the trigger. Here we go. Did I do it? Yes. So I did that to make it stay consistent. I don't think we get any other dialogue other than when the Elder God talks to us. But yeah, we fucking blow this motherfucker up. And I had to use... What else did I have to use? I had to use that to reduce the frame size so it would fit. And then I had to make some adjustments to the frame rate so that it would... Because like when you would switch to the spectral realm, it wouldn't do it. You would just get frozen in place. And then I had to use a program called Anti-Micro.
Consuming Duma's soul empowers you to wind a constricting band of spectral energy around your enemies. This energy manifests itself in both the spectral and material realms, and in the physical world, it can be employed to manipulate otherwise immovable objects.
So I had to use Anti-Micro basically to remap a controller to replace the keys on my keyboard because the controller settings in the game for whatever reason weren't working properly. And then I found out that there was issues with the actual inputs in the game. So like if you hit jump, what really ends up happening is you hit jump once and it doesn't recognize it, and you hit it again and it does recognize it. So what you have to do is essentially hit it twice for him to jump. So I had to use Anti-Micro to say every time I hit this button, what I actually mean is hit it twice. So that goes for everything that he does. So if I jump, I have to hit it twice. If I want to glide, I have to hit it twice. It's a big pain in the ass. But it is working. So one way or the other, I'll be playing it sometime in the near future. I forget, do I have to like do something in particular, or I just gotta like... There it is. So I'm pretty sure this first one is just enemies, so I don't even care about that. So we're just gonna keep this going here. It's weird because it never seems like... Oh, okay, so it works in the... Okay. I didn't think it did, but apparently it does. It works in the way that you turn it. I'm kind of surprised by that. I would have thought it would just been... You're moving in this... You're doing the action, so it moves this way. But whatever. I'm not going to complain. Now that I know that, it'll make things much easier. Okay. I know there's enemies in here. That was fast. Oh, there's a health in here. Ow. Can I get this, please? Fucker. Alright, got it. You're still here? Also, I did find out by testing Soul Reaver 2 is that Soul Reaver 2 is when you actually get the power up to have the Reaver out whenever you want, and not this game. Which I didn't remember that way, but, you know, again, for the things I thought I remembered about this game and then promptly forgot, it doesn't surprise me. Okay, so there's that. So we got another health upgrade. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the way out of here... Well, let's see what's in this other door first. And then our way out of here and then on to Kain, I believe, is outside. But we will find out. So let's go this way. Is there even anything in here? Did I come in here for nothing? I came in here for nothing. Like, that doesn't even hurt. Like, I know that some of the later ones do, and they're a lot better, but that doesn't even hurt these guys. And I have to kill them. Shit. Okay, let's just switch to Spectral real quick. Because we need health. Okay, there's that. So let's go over here and get this. Okay. And where can I... So I gotta come back this way. So we're just gonna... Since these guys don't have projectiles like the back guys do, the big ear boys, we're just gonna fucking fire our fucking laser gun at them. Because now he's dead. And I don't really care about the souls because I'm not low on health. I just need to be able to knock this guy out to kill him. And I did! Great. So there's that. So now, if I'm not mistaken, we can exit this area. So we'll use our little constricting power up and we'll turn that around and we'll head back towards the exit. Well, I guess the entrance, you know, however you want to look at it. So yeah, there was a lot of things about this area and just searching through it when I had initially got here. And I think it was because it was sort of towards the end of the episode that I was getting kind of frustrated after getting frustrated somewhere else. But yeah, so there will be, you know, there will be a short break. You know, you'll get your Saturday morning cartoon break here. And then I will be back very shortly. Whatever, I think it's like 10 seconds that commercial is. But for me, it'll be quite a different time. It'll probably be a completely different day when I record it. But for you guys, that'll just be, that'll be pretty quick. So let's see what happens. We got to head out this way. So this is the way we came in. So we should probably head back out this way. Unless I can't do it this way. No, I think I should be able to. But yeah, there is a lot of health power-ups. You know, I've got at least I've got one more to find to upgrade my health once again. But I believe there's a whole nother level of upgrade.
In the furthermost canyon of Nosgoth's frozen wastes, the hushed silences embrace an ancient enigma. In the bowels of this labyrinth, your master awaits.
So here we go. And I'll show you where we're going to end up. So when we come back, well, I mean, you'll see where it is when we come back, but just so it's not completely weird and doesn't make any sense to you guys. I believe... So this is where we came in. Let's just keep firing our lasers at these guys until they get knocked out. Keeps wanting to shoot that guy, but that's okay. We'll just keep shooting him. There's one. There's two. And is this the very, very entrance to this? It's in this area, and we definitely... Oh, there it is. Oops. So we'll kill this guy. We'll kill this guy. I don't remember that being so OP. Like, as long as an enemy can't shoot a projectile at you, you can just fucking wreck their shit with that. Is that it? Okay, that's it. Alright, so let's see. Which way do we need to turn this? We need to turn it this way. No? Do we have to turn it the other way? Oh, okay. Well, this is where we'll fight Kain. So I'll be right back and see you in a little bit.
We'll return after these messages.
Okay, so this episode is going to be weird. I'm only going to get this next glyph and the health upgrade, because I'm one health upgrade away from the next tier of health, so I'm going to do that. But I'm only going to get this next glyph because it's in the same area. So I'm going to do that. But that's it. The more I thought over it, the less I wanted to do it. Because it just didn't seem like something I was going to use anyway. And I haven't been using the one I have, so... but I was told that this is an area that, as a fan, I should go to. And I did hear that there was a glyph here. And a health item. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, because I haven't done any of these, there's a lot of these areas that I haven't seen. So I don't even know. I mean, I'm guessing it's something from a later game or an earlier game or something. Okay. Nice. So this is, for those of you that watched the Blood Omen playthrough or are fans of the series, you'll know this is Nupraptor's Keep, the first boss from Blood Omen 1. That's awesome. I had no fucking idea this was in this game. Again, because I just played the game, you know, I got whatever health upgrades were easy to get, and then that was it. I didn't really, really... Well, that's horse shit. Yeah, I didn't really go out of my way when I originally played this game, so, you know, whatever was sort of convenient to get and things I remembered, I got, but that was really it. I didn't really go very far other than that. This is wild. Like, even the wall textures, like, kind of feel and look the same. That's really neat. I'd be interested to see if the layout is similar, but I'm guessing it's probably not, since, you know, for reasons. That's so cool. And he's like my favorite boss. Like, his area is my favorite area from that first game as well. So, you know, it's awesome that that's what it is. Okay, so do I have to maybe shift? I do. Look at that. Let's just get that soul right there. There we go. Cool. All right. So then what? Do I have to jump? So what is this? Is there something up here? Oh, there's another. Okay. So this is going to be a weird jump. Okay. That wasn't as bad as I expected. I mean, this is definitely not going to be like an easy path for sure, but... Okay, so no ledge there. what's the situation here? Okay, so let's just glide over, and then we'll walk. Perfect. All right, we'll fucking skunk. Oh shit! I wasn't expecting to. I like that guy's just like kung fu movieing it right now, just standing there waiting for his turn to fight me. Give me that soul. Give me that soul. Give me that soul. Give me that soul. And dead. I'm actually genuinely excited about this. I had no idea. So, do I try to go over there? Or, I mean, I'm guessing so. They wouldn't have put a portal where they did if I wasn't supposed to. So, the question is, do I grab that weapon? I mean, it's not going to hinder me in any way, so let's grab it. Yeah, I'm genuinely excited about this. That's fucking awesome. Like, what a... I mean, because it's part of the series, it makes sense. It's just one of those things I wasn't expecting to see. Because there's... Not that there's not a lot of references to the first game in this. There are. Okay. There are a lot of references, but not ones like this. You know, not straight up locations like this. Sorry, I was scum saving. Oh, okay. I guess that didn't hurt this guy. He's not interested in being hurt. So my favorite part about Nupraptor's Keep in the first game is the fucking... Like, the part when you get into the skull part and you can look through the eyeballs and it shows you the different... Like, the ways that the land looks through his... Oh, that's weird. Kind of awesome, but it's weird. Okay, so what are we supposed to do here? Alright, so I'm guessing the area that I need to go to is out here somewhere. Let's see. So there's that. Is there any other areas around here? Because I know that there is a health power-up. So there's a health power-up and a glyph, are the two things that we're going to find in this area, supposedly. So let's take a look around. There's the health power-up. So how the fuck would I get over there? Oh, there's a climbable wall. Oh, that's awesome. Shit. Okay, but how do I move the block? Oh, like this. Why didn't that move? Should I have been... Oh, I couldn't. Why won't that move? Do I need to maybe move over some or something? I'm too far away. Maybe I have to hit it from this side. What did that do? Did that just rotate it? So if I'm being real honest with you guys, looking up some of these, how to get some of these glyphs, it just takes too fucking long. And I'm not going to use them. I haven't used them so far, so... You know what? I'm feeling pretty good about that. Hey guys, Editing Tom here. So I ended up going back off camera and getting the glyph in this area, but didn't want to include it in the episode as a full thing because it took me about 15 or 20 minutes, and I knew the episode was going to be kind of long already. So, yeah, this is just me doing the puzzle the fastest way, showing you how I did the puzzle the fastest way possible. It's essentially just one giant block puzzle, as as I've mentioned before. There's a lot of those. So yeah, this is me completing it, and this is the freezing power-up. I don't know exactly what the glyph itself is called. You know, they have elements. I'm guessing this is like a stone power-up or something like that, but it essentially freezes enemies when you use it. And I do end up eventually using it later in the video, so you'll get to see that as well. I'm surprised that the Elder God doesn't have more to say during these cutscenes. He did in the first one, but... Alright, so this is also me. I had mentioned earlier on in the playthrough about going to an area that was supposed to have more involved with it. That's the Human Citadel, which is if you are in the Abyss area.
Citadel.
Its towering walls and deep moats engineered to keep Nosgoth's vampire plague at bay.
When you're in the abyss, like in the water, like where we use Rahab's power up to get to Dumas' area, if you there's like a little ledge waterfall there that you can climb up to get here.
Though the city was well fortified against vampires, its human architects hadn't considered a breach by a creature such as myself.
So yeah, I wanted to show just a little bit of this anyway, and remembered that, again, there was some health upgrades and another glyph here. I actually didn't remember the glyph. I remembered that there was health power-ups, and I was just going to try to get those. And it turned out the glyph ended up being pretty easy to get. So ended up doing that fairly quickly as well. So just wanted to show you a little cut-down version of that. This puzzle was actually kind of neat. There was a lot more involved in this area than I remembered there being initially. I didn't remember there being a whole lot going on here, but, you know, that's what happens when you haven't played a game in almost 15 years. You kind of forget stuff. Especially since, and as I mentioned this a bunch during the playthrough, I didn't really explore a lot of areas. If I didn't have to go somewhere in this game, I didn't. You know, I just went from point A to point B to get through the game, because that's all I knew how to do. But, yeah, so this is a little puzzle room. You basically have to, there's a vampire down there, and you just have to get yourself up to this next area to be able to phase through the door. So you just got to do some block flipping and all that stuff. Again, I was in this whole area for probably about a half an hour, but didn't record audio along with it, just because I wanted to show you guys the couple of things that I pick up here in this area. But the human area is really interesting. Actually, there's a website called Nosgothic Realm that I believe still exists, but it gives you a lot of information on content on these games, and, you know, in the sound files and stuff like that. But this right here is our first, or actually our second health upgrade in this area. So we'll get this one here, and then we'll get the glyph here shortly. And again, I'm desperately trying to run and jump at the same time, which is just fucking me all up. So that's always a fucking plus in this game. So we're actually underneath, still in the Human Citadel. We're swimming underneath of a bridge, and this is where the actual glyph is. If I remember correctly, the last time I played this game, I got to this area, but I didn't know what to do, because I didn't explore very well. But the statue in the glyph area, when we get there, sticks out in my mind as something that I've definitely seen before, and maybe that was something I saw as a cut content piece, but I thought maybe I had gotten here. I honestly can't tell you. This statue here is what I'm talking about. This sort of H.I. or H.R. Geiger-y looking. I don't know what it is about that look, but there's something very Geiger-y about it. He did some art for a point-and-click adventure game that kind of reminds me of that statue for whatever reason. I can't really say why or how, but... So yeah, this is just, again, another... This was actually fairly simple. A fairly simple puzzle. Just pull the block out of the wall, throw it down the thing, push it in the hole so it fills up, and that should be about it. But yeah, there was... I looked at a lot of the other block puzzles after I had done this, because I thought, well, you know, this is going okay. I'll continue this or whatever. I'll look at the other ones. And the one that I ran into in the spider area that I could use the force move to push the cylinder back and go and do that. That one there is a bunch of block moving, and so are the last couple, and I just didn't feel like doing that anymore. And I got the final health pickup in this area, and now we're headed back to the snowy area to beat the game.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
All right, welcome back to episode 4 of Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. This has been just a confusing as fuck episode to film, to edit. So sorry in advance if this is a goddamn mess. In the glyph section / health pickup section, I said it was at the beginning of the video, but it might be in the middle. It might have been between the two story sections. At this point, I don't really know. But I did end up doing a lot more than I said I was going to, which makes this extra confusing. Because I wanted to go to the human area and show you guys that, and then I remembered that there was a bunch of shit I could get there, so I just did it. So I'm actually only 2 health pickups away from the 3rd power-up, but I'm going to be real honest about it. One of them is in Rahab's area that I just don't feel like going back to, and the other one's actually a lot easier to get. But I'm just ready to be done. I am just ready to be done. Not that this hasn't been fun, but looking at some of the other ways in which I have to get the glyphs, I just don't feel like doing more block puzzles. So, you know, my tune has certainly changed on the block puzzle thing. While I don't think it's terrible, it's definitely overused in this game for sure. So, judging by that portal there, it looks like we're in Mobius the Time Streamer's area from Blood Omen 1. So that's pretty cool. Again, another cool reference to the first game that I didn't remember. As a matter of fact, I honestly remember the trip from... what do we do here? The trip from Dumas' area to here. I remember that being generally pretty quick, so I'm kind of surprised that there's more area to be had here. Let's take a look around and see what we can do. Doesn't look like a whole lot, right? Do I have to shoot that, maybe? Oh, okay. I guess we'll go back this way then. Maybe there's another way to go around here. But it doesn't seem like it. Didn't seem like there was a whole lot else to do in this area. Where's this guy? Yeah, I mean, this seems like it, so... Let's take a look here and see what we can find out. To shoot these little thingies? I have no idea what the fuck I'm supposed to do in here. Maybe if I switch? That changed like almost nothing. Okay. Oh, but it opened this up. Okay. So I'm not completely an idiot. At least yet. Yeah, I was hoping I wasn't going to have to fucking look up what I was supposed to do this soon. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that I was dumb, but... Okay, so there's 2 doors. What did this just open up? Alright, let's look this way and see what that does. That takes us down to a gate. And a block puzzle. And where does this way go? That takes us down to a gate, and assumingly the same block puzzle. So let's look and see what we can do in here, if there's anything we can do in here. We might, this might be one of those areas where we have to do a bunch of different shit to unlock the block puzzle pieces. So is there blocks in here right now? There are. Okay, so that blocks off my access to this. And that, okay, so all of these except for this one have a block in them already. That looks like that's going to lower a... So I need that one. So if I take it out of the blue one and put it over there, that should open that up. Yeah, I know what it's doing. Thanks, game. Alright, so over this way. Wonder if I have to have two of them in a... Like if they're mirrored on both, like if I have to have two in each slot. It's looking like I do. Okay, so let's switch back. Oh, and I'll show you the power-ups that I got during the cut-down section as well. So we can use those and just kind of see what they do. I got the water one and whatever one was in Napraptor's Keep. I honestly don't even know which that one is. I didn't really look. Again, I'm really like I didn't use them as a kid because I didn't know where they were, and okay, so there's none over here, which means okay, so okay, I think I have an idea what this is going to do. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go... Oh, can I do... We'll have to see what that one is. Because my guess is that I'm going to have to push one through the door. I have to have one on this side. Alright, so here's what we'll do. We'll swap out of here. So we've only got 2 blocks, so we need to make this work the best way we can. So if we pull this one out and push this one and push it over, I think what we have to do is we have to push it to the other side so we can open up that door over there. And then once we open that up, we should be able to bring that over and put it in the spot it's supposed to be in. I don't know why I did that. I think just for shits and giggles, but probably not my best choice. I fucking hate these guys because they like slink around so goddamn fast. We're just gonna kill them. Okay, so let's look at this for a second. Can I even get a block? Yeah, I can. So we're gonna move this block over. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it over here. I'm gonna pull the one out of the red side, which is the side I was on. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the one out of the red and put it in the blue on the right hand side. No, that's not what I wanted. And then that'll open up this side. Then I can spectral shift, and then we'll have to put it in the correct door on that side. Right, so that's what I want. Oh, you fucking son of a bitch. What a fucking pain in the ass. Alright, here we go. Alright. Some of the murals, the murals in this area are definitely different. Significantly different than other parts of the game. I think it seems like to me that the murals in the other parts of the game are more like Egyptian or like something like that, and these are more like, I don't know, they sort of fit the motif of the area a little more, because the ones in like the forges, or the glyphs, I mean, the glyph areas, and the in the spider area and stuff were all kind of like... Generic's not the right word, but I think you know what I mean. They were just kind of like, oh, let's make them look like this. Like the one in the ones in Nopraptor's Keep that I did during the cut down section. You can tell that it's kind of like, oh, well, we want it to look like something. We really don't know what it's supposed to represent. Okay, so now we can do this. And that should, realistically, we should be able to push that in. Okay, and so we don't need that side back open, so we can just, we'll have to walk across. Spectral shift, go back to the other side. I'm not gonna lie, as tedious as this puzzle is, I like the fact that we're doing a lot of spectral shift, because I feel like that's where the game shines the most. I think that's its defining unique mechanic. So I like that we're doing it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move the one in the blue right now over to the one that unlocks the big door, and then we're gonna rotate. We're gonna do the Dumas move over at that little thingy that we turned in here, and that'll open up our center door and let us finish this puzzle. So turn this way, push that in. There we go. Awesome. So then we'll spectral shift back. And as soon as we get to an area with some enemies, again, I'll show you guys the, oh, this fucking asshole. Alright, well, I guess we'll just... Oh, okay. Well, that works too. I was actually just gonna, like, spam a bunch of, Soul Reaver fire shots at him, but that works too. I've tried to do that a couple of times during the cut down section, and sometimes it works on certain enemies and sometimes it doesn't. It's just sort of I don't think it really matters which way I turn this. But one of the so I was talking about all of the health pickups that I sort of knew where I was going or whatever. See, now these are back open, so if I wanted to, and I might actually take it, I might grab this weapon just in case. But one of them is in the area near the very beginning where we drop the drawbridge. There's a Dumas like thingy there where we can sort of do the little Uncle Spinny Dervish move. Ah, fuck! That's what I didn't want. Come on now. Where's my fucking thing? See, if I had just kept the Reaver out and not tried to... Oh, okay. That's certainly a thing that happened. All right. Yeah, so it's back there, that little bridge or whatever it is. Let's take a look and see if there's anything in here. So there is a platform up there. It goes to a platform over there. So let's go in here and see what this does. So this turns... Let's see what it opens. You have to do like very tight circles on these or it doesn't work. Okay, so let's do it again. Since I already did it in this direction, let's do it one more time and let's make it face this block. Okay. Convenient, but not necessary. So that's clearly like a door. Does that actually... Let's look and see if it actually... Well, we can't see. So we'll have to find out if that actually affects anything or not. We might have to rotate it to figure out if it will open this gate or whatever. Well, at least we can get the Reaver back. I gotta say, you know, not to pat myself on the back, but I feel like I've done a much better job, and I guess only I would really know this, but I feel like I've done a much better job of keeping the Reaver than I did when I was playing this as a kid, because I was fucking terrible. Like, I was always getting hit. Yeah, I loved this game as a kid. I just wasn't very good at it, which is kind of a weird thing to say, but okay, so I need a portal. Let's see if we can find one somewhere. So we can't climb on the climbable wall in the spirit realm. There's one. Okay, so that's good. So let's do that. We're gonna fly over here. And let's go get this. So I guess our two options are to do the climbing wall or do this puzzle here first. And I guess since we're here, we can try that first. How did that even... What is that even doing? That's fine. Okay, so... Oh, yeah. Duh. Now we want to grab it. And we just pull it back. And we grab this one. And we pull it back. Okay, there's that one. And let's do this one. Bang. Cool. So that opens that area. So let's go back and do that climbing wall. Because that clearly looks like progress. I'm guessing it's one of those situations where they expect that you don't notice that it's a climbing wall. Because that seems like a thing that happens in this game. It's actually happened to me when I was doing the human Citadel part. I just happened to accidentally grab a climbing wall, not realizing that's what it was. Oh, so this is just a thing so I can power up my Fire Reaver, which is nice because when I shoot fireballs at guys, I don't have to worry about actually fighting them. It'll just fucking burn the shit out of them, and then that's it. So let's do that to this guy up here, because I ain't fucking around. Just keep firing, asshole. There we go. So he dead. Let's steal his soul so we don't have to worry about him coming back, and let's just make sure that there's nobody over here. So there's another crack that looks like that will take me somewhere. Let's look ahead here. And just fire a bunch of fireballs at this guy. Okay. So let's see here. Do I want to see what's behind that wall first? Let's scum save and see what happens. Let's go take a look at it. Totally not worth it. Great. Okay, so we'll just scum load. Yeah, there is no reason for that. Like, I don't need that. Okay, so let's see what's that facing. Maybe I have to make them all face inward. Let's try that. Let's make them all face inward as soon as I can get control of my character. As soon as the game camera zooms out enough that it's not like up Raziel's dick hole. Okay, let's try this. And I guess I could have... I guess that one doesn't really matter. I could have done it either way because I think it was sort of halfway in between everything. Alright, so... I genuinely don't remember using this power-up this much. Because I don't even remember that it's in... I don't even remember if it's in any of the later games. Okay, so we're back... Or no, this is where we came in, right? So what did that do exactly? Did that open something back at the start? What was that? 1 second. Let me see something real quick. Okay, I'm guessing that did open something at the start. I'm kind of glad I saved there, actually. I'll be real honest. Anything down here? No. I guess that's like a you fucked up kind of area. Okay, so doesn't seem like there's anything else. Seems like we got to go back. So let's go back. I don't even like when we did Mobius's area in Blood Omen. I gotta be real honest. I'm pretty sure it was just a fucking hallway that led to Mobius. Like, it's essentially just a cutscene. All right, so I'm guessing that opens up a door in here. We'll have to see. Oh, I better get this guy quick. Oh, hit him. Do the thing. I guess if you hold it, he like does a strong attack or whatever. Oh, there's Mobius's little like cooking pot or whatever.
The Oracle's Cave, where Kain's first fateful meeting with Mobius occurred. Mobius played the role of a doddering soothsayer, stirring his pot of visions while dispensing enigmatic predictions to gullible visitors. Underneath the facade was Mobius the Time Streamer, sorcerer of the Circle of Nine, a ruthless manipulator with the power to bend time. Since his murder at Kain's hands centuries ago, these caves have stood vacant, though, like Mobius himself, they are rumored to be only a facade for a much larger, more elaborate complex. I sensed that Kain was here, and at that moment, I would have plumbed the depths of hell to find him.
So, there we go. So that is Malik, I'm assuming, or a Seraphim warrior on the wall. We can assume it's Malik because Malik was like the big dick Seraphim warrior. He was the dickest of them all. Guys, I think this might be it. I can't say for sure, but I know we're getting very close. There's Mobius, or a PS1.
This, I deduced, must be the man himself, the Time Streamer, Mobius. He seemed not at all the impressive figure I had imagined from Kain's boasted exploits. And yet, even this cold image radiated a certain undeniable power.
So Mobius plays a big role in the later in Soul Reaver 2 and in Defiance. Not so much. I mean, he sort of inadvertently has a lot to do with. Oh boy, that's not what I wanted. He inadvertently has a lot to do with Blood Omen, but not like. Not directly. Like, things happen, but he's not like... Okay, I have no idea what I'm actually trying to do here. I mean, I know I have to match the time, so I'm guessing I gotta go down. And then we can figure that out here in a second. But it doesn't look like there's anything else on this area, like on this level. Just that control. But yeah, I believe he doesn't have any direct interaction in Blood Omen 2, which in my opinion, out of all of the 3D games, Blood Omen 2 is kind of not the weakest. It just, I don't know, it gets kind of weird. It's hard to explain without spoiling a bunch for the plot. But for those of you who have played it, it introduces this enemy that I don't really know how to feel. Like, I feel like the enemy that gets introduced in that game is kind of it's kind of a little too much for me. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the enemy, the sort of villain of that game is a little too much. Okay, so I tried doing it on that thing, and that didn't seem... Is there like another... Like, I'm not getting an indication of a time or anything like that. I thought maybe if I reflected it onto that thing or whatever that it would do it, but damn it. Is there something it needs to like bounce off of? Okay, let's switch. Maybe we'll switch to the spirit realm and see what that does. Doesn't look like it does a whole lot. There's some health down here. That seems to be about it for that. I guess we'll go back up to that first level and see if this changes anything. If not, maybe I'm just missing something, or maybe it's just relying on me to remember something that I've already clearly forgotten. Wait. Am I supposed to, like... I'm not supposed to, like, match his hand gestures or something, am I? Because that would be weird. We could try it. But yeah, like, I'm not seeing any indicator of, like, what I should be... What time it should be, you know, on this quote-unquote clock. We'll try it, though. So if we're looking at him... So, the long... you know what? I'm guessing that is it. So, long hand is what? Okay, so maybe that, and then this is like... Oh, wait, no. It would actually be... Would it be this? Okay. Not what I was going for, but sure. I'll go with that. I'm not even sure how I was supposed to know that, but alright. And I don't think I can get up there, despite that it looks like I might be able to. Okay, so I can fly up with that. Look at this portal-ass puzzle. Okay, so what do I need to do here? So that's that. We need to... What? Do we rotate? We'll rotate this? Can I rotate this? Or do I have to... What do I have to do? Do I have to shoot it? Do I have to rotate this? I can't do anything with any of this. Let me try and shoot it. No. Okay. So... And I can't leave. So I'm guessing I gotta rotate this then. What the hell? I'm an idiot. That's what you're supposed to do. And I probably have to do it on this too. And I do. Of course. So now I just gotta turn this one. And then we'll turn that again, and hopefully that should do whatever it is we're supposed to do here. Oh, it's supposed to be the opposite. So I didn't actually need to turn these, I don't think. Unless... Okay, so I did do it right. I'm supposed to turn the other ones. Is there a purple? Oh, I see. I have to make purple. I got it. I can't turn that one. Okay, so I couldn't turn it that way, but I could turn it the other way. That's fine. Alright, let's spin this real quick, and we'll make this one happen. And that should be it. There we go. Alright. Here we go. What's in here? I feel like there's like a weird, like you go through the hallway here somewhere and like you get a premonition of things to come. I don't remember if that's exactly true or not, but I do feel like that's a thing, and I don't know for sure. Or not. Okay, maybe that's not now. Let's just kill this guy. Okay, so let's see. So the yellow one has to be on this here, so we're going to turn it. Well, we'll have to see what I can turn it as. Did I do that one right? Did I turn it right, or did it go the opposite way? It went the opposite way. So now I don't remember which way I turned it. I think I did it that way. So let's go the opposite way. No, stop fucking, god damn it. Okay. Great. So we'll do that one more time. Okay, so that one's in the right place. So now red is what? Kain. Kain symbol, so it goes this way. Okay, so we're gonna go the opposite way. I guess at that point it didn't really matter. Son of a bitch. Quit getting caught on shit. There we go. And keep spinning. There we go. So, and then blue is... whose is that? Okay, so blue goes that way. So where's the blue one at? So let's turn it around here. We gotta go over there. I'm really bad at, like, deciding what direction to go in for these things. Because this is one of those things where I feel like no matter, like, I'm looking at it and the direction I look at it, I feel like is going to be wrong, even though it's probably not. So if this is, and I don't know the lore of this area, but if this is supposed to be Mobius's, like, inner sanctum kind of thing, why are the sigils of all the clans here? One of those things I never figured out. But, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so was there anything actually around where I just was, or was I just dropping down and drop down? Okay, I was literally just dropping down and drop down. Great. Okay, so let's move forward here. Okay, so I guess I gotta stay up on that other platform. Yeah, I apologize for the weird cuts and stuff. Rutherford, my cat, has been wound up. So he wants out and then he wants in, and then he cries at the door when he's not in, so... And then when I let him in, he'll do stuff like stop the audio in mid-track. Oh boy, this is a big area. I don't remember all this. Alright, I feel like that's the MO of this playthrough though, isn't it? Alright, so let's kill this guy. Yeah! It worked! Okay, so let's look. What do we have here? We've got these two gears that maybe if I run them around them... Oh god, camera. Oh god, camera. Okay, I'm guessing that's not it. Because the camera was not liking it. Alright, I'm guessing I can't get up there either. That's not a block, even though it looked like one. That guy's dead. Can't get up there. So... Spectral? Yep, I'm betting that's what it was. No? Oh, okay. That's surprising. But not unheard of. Aha, but I bet I can get up here, though. Oh boy. Okay, let's just kill these guys real quick. Get fucked. Get fucked. Okay, so let's turn this camera around. We're gonna go this way. Really? I am surprised by that. Unless I need to, like... Oh, God. I'm trying to... Okay, so then just slowly turn it this way. Jesus. Okay, jump now. Nope. Okay, I don't think I can make that. So what am I supposed to do here? I mean, since the thing is here, I'm guessing there's something I have to do. That's not it. Do I have to push these blocks out of the way, maybe? Oh, these are blocks. Son of a bitch. Well, then I know what I'm supposed to do. Can I not do this? Can I not do that? Oh, I gotta get... Okay, I see. So I gotta get this... over here. I gotta pull them out of the way of the gears here, which is not what I thought I was gonna have to do. Right? Or is this just to get me... No, that's right. Okay, cool. I was like, what the hell? Seriously? Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, so now I should be able to get up there. Let's try it out. And I can. Great. Where does this take me? That looks like a bunch of shit I don't need right now, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Yeah, I was going to say, please land on that. And not on the gear, so I don't have to, like, fucking vomit everywhere. Because I don't really feel like throwing up. Okay, here we go. Up here. Where does this go? Does this go somewhere? God damn it, game. What the fuck? Okay, there's a... I see now. Where does that... How far does that come over? Oh, is it going to come right to me? Well, that's great. Oh, okay, not that close, though, apparently. Oh, shit. Okay, well, at least I can climb back up there if I need to, I guess. Should I climb back up there now and see? This feels like it's going to take forever, but let's try it. Let's see if I miss anything. Can't really tell with this. I guess I didn't. Let's just... Yeah, I'm guessing that's just a texture. Okay, well, that was dumb. I feel stupid now, but that's fine. That's been the MO of this playthrough so far, hasn't it? Tom feels dumb. Alright, there we go. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to do something with that. But let's go down to the bottom and take a look. Because my guess is that if I have to push that block, that there's another one. Alright, let's look. Because that's not the only one. Okay, so... Where does this go? So there's several. And we're going to have to push them down somehow. Okay, well, I guess we're going to... Oh, fuck. Okay, let's just keep firing our laser at this guy. Ah, fucking shit. Oh, I could have used one of my... That's alright. Alright, let's, yeah, let's use one of our... Alright, where is it? Which ones do we have here? We have the earthquake one, we have... Let's do this one, see what it does. Oh, that's the freeze one! That's awesome. Okay, so this clearly needs to, like, are they supposed to recreate this image? Because if they are, then that's supposed to go there. And that needs to get rotated. That's the door we got to go through. Are you just a weird texture that looks like a block? You're a weird texture that looks like a block. Great. And there's nothing else to do with these blocks other than put them in this image, right? Looks like it. Okay, so let's do... So it needs to get rotated. Son of a bitch, I hit jump. I hate it when I do that. So let's do... Rotate. And yep. And nope. Come on. Flip it. Flip it one more time. Then flip it back. Is that it? Or did I still... No, I still need to fucking... I need one more flip on this. Son of a bitch. Here I was thinking we were at like the very end of the game and I wasn't going to have to do more block puzzles, but block puzzles it is. Alright, so let's bring this back this way. And let's turn this on its face. And that should be it. Right? Yep. So how do we get those other two, I wonder? Oh, I get it. I see. Well, that's how we're going to get that one. But how are we going to get the other one? I don't think... Well, let's save this real quick. Because I mean... Unless I can reach it this way. But I don't think that's the case, no. So how would I reach that? I know how I can get this down. Oh, fucking moron. If I can shoot through the gate, then I shouldn't have had to have done what I did. Oy, 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 oy. Alright, so let's go back up and try that. My hope is that's what we can do. Is this the first one? No, this is the last one. Yep, that's what I needed to do. Cool. Alright, so let's go back down. Jump while running to increase movement speed by unhandleable levels. Okay, so push you. So you just need flipped back up, right? Yeah, and you're good, so that's great. So grab this, bring it up, and then push this one. Got it? So then we just gotta fix this one, which isn't so bad. So how do we need to rotate that? Great. So there's that. Gotta rotate it this way. We're gonna have to pull it. So we're actually gonna have to like pull it the whole way back to rotate it a bunch of times. Okay, that's all the further back will let us go. Now what direction does that need to be in? Is that right? That's not right, is it? It is. Wow, that was... Okay, well... Certainly one way for it to happen, I guess. So then we just flip and push. And that should do it. Right? Yeah! Alright! Well, that was a little bit simpler than I made it, that's for sure. Because, of course, everything in this playthrough so far has been me making things infinitely more complicated than they need to be. Let's take a look down here first before I go just jumping into holes. Oh, boy. That's a long way to go. I guess this is like if you want to go back. I'm just going to keep firing into this guy. Oh, I didn't knock him out. Shit. Maybe if I get this guy pinned up against the wall, he won't give me so much shit. Stab. Yep, there's that guy. There's that guy to fuck it up. Okay, but at least I got that guy's soul, so he's not coming back. I'm mostly just concerned when fighting guys without the Reaver that they just don't come back if I try to pick up the weapon. That's really all I want. Now, I guess I could go back to the Spirit Realm and get my Reaver back if I wanted. Okay, so what am I doing here? So this is Z. So what is Z gonna do? Z rotates that. But what is the ultimate goal here is what I'm not seeing. Okay, there was a bunch of symbols when I walked in. Okay, so square is T or cross. Triangle is pi. Circle is Z. So Z needs to be on circle. So let's do that. Hopefully this isn't one of those ones where they all fucking rotate at once. So Z needs to be on circle. Perfect. Z needs to be on circle. And then what was it? Triangle needs to be on pi. So pi, triangle. Hold on, what was this? This was cross. So this way. Right? Unless it was supposed to face the other direction, but I think that was right. And then pi is cross. Or pi is triangle. Should have rotated it the other way. There we go. Awesome. So as much as I don't remember these Dumas puzzles, I actually kind of like them. Like they're definitely better than the block puzzle at this point. That's for sure. But I think most things are at this point. So what did that do? Did that open a bunch of different ones? It did. Okay. So I have to do them all. Hopefully this isn't like timed or some stupid shit, because that would be awful. Especially in a scenario like this where you're counting on a moving platform. Is this the main? Okay, so that's the way I came in. Is this the one I did? No, I don't think. No, definitely not. All right, cool. You know what? I'm starting to wish that this, like how this late game area was set up. I'm kind of wishing that more of the game was set up this way, because like the block puzzles and stuff are fine or whatever, but like I think it would have benefited the game a lot more if we had the Dumas power up earlier. Just to give you a little bit more variety in the puzzles that you're trying to do and stuff. I feel like that would have really helped. Let me know if you think the same thing. But okay, so this is it, I think. Or is this the premonition? Is there? Yeah, we'll see. Ooh.
My arrival in this miserable age. What trickery is this?
It is no illusion, Raziel, but a glimpse into the currents of time itself.
Important thing to note for future things. So at no point, so in that opening cutscene when we do it at the beginning of the game, we see the Elder Gods tentacles and all that other shit. You don't see that there, and there's a good reason for that, which is that Kain doesn't know it exists, and so he can't see it because only Raziel can see it for now. thought I remembered there being something like this in this game.
These apparitions torment me. Has this all been foretold?
So, yeah. So this is where the game gets interesting. I mean, the game was already good, but like the story gets very Legacy of Kain here. Because it's just so like it plants all these seeds that pay off way later down the line that make so much more sense. It's just great. I mean, this is really the shining moment.
Impossible. This must be one of Kain's deceptions.
Okay, so we don't have very much left to go until we get to... Also, you can see some little winged boy, which is most likely us. For some reason, I thought that was like a Reaver port, even though I know it is. So we're going to get a lot of this flashback stuff walking through here. The one that's really cool, and I'll talk about it after we see it, because I don't remember exactly where it happens. Here we go.
My mind reels with conflict. Does Kain await me moments from now, or in some century yet to come?
So that's the one I'm thinking of. That was the one that I thought there was only one of them, and I thought that was it. But I forgot about the flashback stuff. Yeah, so that realistically, that event takes place in a later game. That doesn't even take place in this game, from what I remember. They really did a good job of like making that effect work. Like that's very neat looking.
This cannot be. What madness does this scene portend? Kain must think me credulous to suffer these lies.
I don't remember that happening. If it does, I feel like maybe it happens in the second game, but I honestly don't remember. Because she's so always there that I honestly don't remember. We're getting towards the end here, folks. So once we get past all of these flashback sequences or these premonitions or whatever, we're doing it. Like this is the end.
Is this phantasm a conjuration of my mind, or an echo of future events?
I actually don't remember what that's supposed to be. I mean, it's just him standing there with a red Reaver, which I think we might get in the second one, or even in Defiance. I don't remember, but I mean, that one's not nearly as significant. It's just kind of a shot of him standing there in a window, basically. So... Oh boy, here we go. We're getting towards the end of it here. Boy, this is going to be a long episode. I just realized that. Well, we'll see how long the cut down section is, but this is definitely going to be a longer episode. But I guess we'll find out. Oh boy, here we go.
After these messages,
We'll be right back.
Alright, so I switched over to the Spectral Realm just to get my health back. So here we go. Let's do this. Final boss time.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
No. I had faith in you. In your ability to hate. In your self-righteous indignation.
Lies. You cannot have foreseen all of this.
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never have contained such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Gazing out across the plains of possibility, do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? And as such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. And that is why, when I must sacrifice my children to the void, I can do so with a clear heart.
Very poetic, Kain. But in the end, you offer no more than a convenient rationalization for your crimes.
These chambers offer insight for those patient enough to look. In your haste to find me, perhaps you have not gazed deeply enough. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine a millennium ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. We are compelled ineluctably down preordained paths. Free will is an illusion.
I have been to the tomb of Seraphan, Kain. Your dirty secret is exposed. How could you transform a Seraphan priest into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Can you grasp the absurd beauty of the paradox? We are the same. Seraphan and vampire. With our holy wars, our obsession with Nosgoth's domination, who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
I will not applaud your clever blasphemy. The Seraphan were saviors, defending Nosgoth from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are opened, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Seraphan were noble, altruistic? Don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours.
You are lost in a maze of moral relativism, Kain. These apparitions and portents. What game are you playing now?
Destiny is a game, is it not? And now, you await my latest move.
Here we go, folks. So, if you excuse me, if you play Soul Reaver 2, essentially this whole boss fight and cutscene happen over again. You don't do the boss fight, it's just like a cutscene. It sort of goes over the same thing because the ending of this game leads directly into the beginning of the sequel. Oh, shit. Okay. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Shit. Where the fuck is he now? Okay, so... Oh, okay, he's still in the same spot. Son of a bitch. Damn it! Oh, come on. There we go. It was actually a... I hate to say it. It was a fairly simple boss fight. Go to Kain. Find where Kain is. Slap him. He does a thing. Go to where Kain is. Slap him. I don't even know... You might be able to, you might be able to do something by shifting into the spectral realm in this. I don't know. Where did he go? Which side was he on? Is he over here? He's over there now. So when I go over there, he's going to move. And so... Let's go back over here. Or is he just going to be back? Nope, nope. Okay, so let's go down here and heal. Yeah, there's no like stopping him from doing that, which is kind of annoying. I don't even know. You might be able to shoot him. I really don't have any clue. Where the fuck is he? God damn it. So where is he now? He's in the same fucking spot. Now watch. Where is he now? There he is. So let's see if we can actually get him. Probably not. Son of a bitch! This is kind of not great. Seriously? You're really gonna make me fight one of these guys right now? No, let me do the... I was gonna say, you fucking better just fuck off with that. Can I even shoot him? Even though it let me look at him. Although he hasn't hit me yet. So I don't know what that means. Maybe if I shoot him. Where did he go? Where is he? See, this is what sucks about this fucking boss fight. Is that you can never see where he is. He's always moving around. And so every time I go to get close to him, although I might actually hit him this time. There we go. Yay! Got him. So it looks like the projectile stuns him.
You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
Be warned, Raziel. Once you cross this threshold, you are beyond my influence.
Here we go. There he is.
Raziel, Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
That's it.
Where time is but a loop, a loose stitch in the universal cloth, a streamer might seize upon a chance, a fatal slip, and plunge the fate of planets into chaos.
That's the end. That's all she wrote. So like I said, Soul Reaver 2 picks up right after this. You see pretty much all of that is the opening cutscene. Director is Amy Hennig. Interesting. Yeah, desperately wanted her to go back and be a part of this series after she left Naughty Dog, but that didn't happen, and neither did Legacy of Kain Forgotten Son, and instead we got Nosgoth, so there's our Spider Bro. But the concept sketches and stuff that they have at the end of this are pretty neat. There's I think that's an old concept sketch of Kain, which I kind of dig. I think the one thing, I think if they were going to if they were to do a reboot of this game, or a remake, I feel like it would have to be more of a reimagining, because obviously gameplay mechanics have changed significantly since this came out. I think my biggest complaints going back to it now are, just like I had said, oh, it's not so bad, it's not so bad, it's not so bad. The block puzzles were pretty rough. There was a lot of them. My biggest issue with going back to it now was signposting. There are some points in the game where you're not given a clear idea of where to go next. And it could be something that's supposed to be right in front of you that you just can't see, which happened a lot in episode 3. I think that's the two things that I would like to see them change the most. Obviously the platforming, the way that Raziel handles can sometimes be a little fast and a little janky. Combat is a little tedious. So it'd be interesting to see a way that they could make that more interesting. If you were to do a remake, I think spicing up the boss battles a little, having them do different stuff other than, the Zelda and Mario trope of do the gimmick to them 3 times to win. I mentioned it, I think, in maybe episode 2 or even episode 1, that I feel like this is a series that would benefit from the Dark Souls style of combat, with guarding and timing and things like that. That way you could have encounters, but they would also mean something, as opposed to just being like, oh, here's a guy with a licky tongue for like the 15th time. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's Soul Reaver 1. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to click on the links in the end slate of this video to vote on what you want to see next. I may be taking a break for a week, just to give you guys time to vote on that, and then we can decide where we're going to go next. I believe, I don't know for sure by the time I edit this, but right now recording it, right now the options are going to be Soul Reaver 2, Haunting Ground, which is one that I've wanted to play for a while. I'm still kind of debating on System Shock 2, and a special secret number 4, which you'll see literally as soon as this video ends and we go into the end slate. But I actually just sort of decided on this as I was playing right now, so we'll throw it in there at the end, and you guys can vote on that. And like I said, the next episode won't be next week, but the following week after that, to give me time to let you guys vote. I'll give it at least, so I'll say this episode will air on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. I will give you guys until the following Saturday to vote on that, and I will be back in the next episode of Saturday Long Play for my new playthrough, which you guys will vote on. So thanks again, and we'll see you soon.